What is good, people? My name is Trues and welcome to Slade Media. This is Tokyo Xtreme Racer, and is this the Forza Horizon 6 killer? In some parts, I think it has a lot of nice parts in it that actually Forza could have incorporated, and there's some parts that really is outdated. But at the same time, this is a heap of a fun game. If you were there for Underground 2, Carbon, Underground 1, Midnight, Dub Edition, all that old era of car racing games, the customization hits this on the head. I'll show you real briefly. If I go into the arrow menu, you can see you have spoilers, skirts, neon, calipers, rotors. You can actually even change your rotors, which I thought was pretty cool. The fact that you can have drilled setup, slotted, ceramics. I thought that was a nice little touch, but it reminds me of the way them games like Underground used to be, and how we've just stopped doing this over the last couple of years. Like you see, you've got plenty of little options. This is what I've been rocking recently, the Toyota 86. I've got a nice little body kit on it. I've got BBS alloys. I have some Junction Produce stickers on the back. If you go to liveries, you can see you can change the color of the car, you can have stickers, you can have vinyls, and the game gives you all the utensils to make that Underground 2 style build. Well, I say, like, I'll show you the vinyls you can pick from it. It is endless, and for the people that are really creative, I mean, you have free reign of so many different little vinyls that you can make your car the way you want it to be. Like, I really am not that type of guy that is creative like that. I like cleaner builds and stuff, but the game gives you so much tools to be able to go out there and make some crazy liveries. Like, it is endless the stuff that you have. So if you're the creative guy, I mean, that's a no-brainer. You have free reign to do whatever you want. But if you're like me, it's, you know, you just like being a bit more clean, you can put stickers on a company brand. So if I look towards the rear here, you can see I've added a Junction Produce sticker. If anyone doesn't know, Junction Produce do like VIP accessories, even body kits as well. So your crystal glasses, your curtains, all in VIP low slammed out limo cars emblem comes from. But you've plenty more corporations. Like you got BBS, Blitz. You have so many different types of companies, even Tom's, TRD, that you can just be creative as you want with this. Vertex, Weds, Work. All the Japanese companies, Abflug even as well. So yeah, that's the car customization. I'm going to show you the way the game actually works in terms of like, because it works like almost like an old game does. It's not like everything's at your fingertip from the start. So this is the perk trees, right? And if you can see at the top here, you've got machine, shooting, driver, and perks. The machine is, you can unlock different cars through your play time in this game. So you've got a nice little Honda Jazz there, Civics, Beats. You've got a Euro type Accord, Integras, FD2, S2000. You've got the new Type R. You've got even the latest Type R, the 22 version. NSX, another NXX. We're going into the Lexus there. We've got the NXX new edition, and then an even newer NSX. You've got the 22 and the 17. The car choice that they brought in this game, I actually think is like, it's pretty good. One thing Horizon hasn't done just yet, and I mean, they have all the time in the world, because the game will probably be in circulation for at least 4 years, I'd imagine, playground games. But Tokyo Xtreme Racer have got them all here from the get-go. And you really are spoiled for choice. There's some really funky Japanese cars in here. Got the old style Skyline there. Got a couple Subis, and then you got your Toyotas. Now, the Crown Athlete. Bit of a low-key car, but this is a Japanese domestic market only car. And the funny thing is about this car, I actually have one of these sitting outside in the driveway right now, imported from Japan. And the fact that this is the first time I've seen this car in any racing game recently. Maybe it is in a game I haven't seen before, but whenever I seen this, I need to take this out for a rip. And I'll even put a little picture, and you can see the car that I have in my driveway. But that being in the game alone shows you that they're going out of their way to get, like, there's minibuses and like a Velvar, get the new Land Cruiser, another little box truck, Suzuki's, Cappuccino, Like it's got all them funky Japanese cars, which is what we love. So what they also do in this game is they have the tuning specs and also driver perks and just general game perks. Just like set up like an old style game would. So if you want upgrades for your car, you have to go through the skill tree and, you know, pick your stage 3 clutch and work your way down until you get the high end parts, which is pretty cool. That's like that old progression style of games. Anyway, we're going to take this out and we're going to show you a little bit of gameplay. Now the gameplay, you ain't getting what Forza has. Forza's car system is just does everything and anything you want it to. As long as you can tune it that way, it'll probably do it. But this is, in its own way, more arcadey type of game. So the way it works is that you have, these are the Japanese highways, where like the Kanjo racers and stuff always go on, and these are your objectives. These are different crews, and pretty much you have to just drive around the highways. You find the guys from the crews, so it'll be the guys that are in blue that you haven't discovered yet. If they're in green, that means you've raced them and you've won against them. But pretty much as soon as you get up to one of these guys on the highway, you just flash your lights at them, and then you're in for a sprint, and that's it. Whoever gets away from each other the quickest is the winner. If you hit walls and stuff, it takes away from your health bar. I'll show you when we get into the game. We'll jump through this little exit here and catch this guy. So this is us. We are in the game. You can see you have free reign to shift around, and you can even do a couple of handbrakes, go into another road. And don't get me wrong, this is very arcadey. This isn't Forza by any means, but it does have its own unique style that we used to have in the early 2000s. But the one thing I will say about this game that's pretty bad is the car audio. The car audio sucks. I mean, you can't have everything. You can't have all the body kits and the nice cars without something being lackluster. But yeah, the audio is pretty bad. Well, it's okay. So we have an opponent coming up in front of us here. He is in, what's he in? He's in a Mazda. Yeah, he's in a Mazda. We should win this. And how you get people to race you in this game is if you can actually flash your headlights. Like, I don't know if you can see that right there. I'm flashing my headlights, and that's how you get their attention, and then it just triggers the sprint race. So we'll give it a go. I'll show you what it's about. There's also parking areas, we need to go check out that as well. Give it a go. We'll see how it is. Now, pay attention to the gauges. There's 2 gauges above the RPM gauge: oil temp and water temp. They actually do have an effect. So if you're gunning it constantly, back-to-back races, them temps will go above their limit, and then the car will just start like essentially breaking down. It'll go really slow. But yeah, we'll give us a go, and we'll see if we get dusted or not. And we are off. So we're up against a faraway crew. He's using this telling me it's an Atenza Sport Mazda. I think we're already catching him, so we're doing pretty good so far. He's kind of breaking away. But we should be okay. But if you look at the top of the screen, you'll see the 2 health bars. His health bar and my health bar. So pretty much if he starts gaining on me, my health bar is going to go down. Or if I overtake him, his health bar starts going down. Now, he crashed there, and so did I. And you can see our health bars go down a little bit. So they do want clean racing to some degree. But that's just all it is. It's just a sprint. Nothing crazy. You can drift around corners and stuff, but it's a bit hard to control. Oh, and we just took out that little Mazda. That might have given me a window of opportunity to get ahead here. Oy. So I feel like both our cars are pretty... He's hitting the wall, that's good. Loses him a little bit of health. But our cars are pretty even with each other here, so we're not really going to be winning. Oh, he is losing health now, so I've been ahead for a longer period of time. But it's now starting to take health off him. But he is catching up. Ooh. I'm going to lose some health here. He didn't lose any health. God, he is being rowdy. Watch a K-truck. Right, so even right there, it's telling you what way to take, where the rival's wanting to go. They've got a little street sign. We just won that race. But yeah, I don't know if you caught that little rival indication where he wants to go. You have to follow that because you're challenging him. If you don't, you take the wrong way, then the race just gets called off and then it's a draw. But yeah, that's pretty much suggestive of it. You go around the Japanese highways and you check out different race crews. You try and challenge them, you beat them, and to be honest, you can also like face anyone. So this little Suzuki Swift that we just so happened to pull up against, if I go up behind him and start flashing lights, he actually wants to give it a go as well. So we'll see how the Suzuki Swift comes up against us. And there she is, the mystical crown in game. I'm gonna have to get this car and do it up. I have to. The fact that I own one of these cars and it's actually here in game, I do need to do something about that. So we're coming up to a parking area right now. This is I think it's Shibuya parking area. And these little parking areas are all situated across the highway route, so pretty much it is just like a car meet essentially. Now you can see your car, you can actually talk to people. The dialogue in this game is all just like, it's nothing crazy, it's just people like pictures of the character and then text. Very old school. But once you come to these parking areas, you can actually change your tires. Your tire health is here. I've got fresh tires on this car at the minute. But if your tires are pretty low, because the idea of the game is for you to stay out in the highways as long as you can, beat as many opponents as you can, and then come in whenever you're pretty satisfied with what you've done. But in the midst of all that, you know, if you're like 6 or 7 races deep, you can come to a parking area, change your tires real quick for a fee, and get back out there and have your best performance possible. But you can also come in these parking areas and challenge people. So I've raced this guy before and I've beat him, so I'm going to take. But this girl in her little Suzuki Cappuccino smoked me last time. But we're going to give it a go. We're going to challenge her to a race, because the last time I actually raced her, I didn't have upgrades for the car. So we'll see how this goes. You just keep going. If it's going to tell you to go a certain way, you need to follow that way. You can hear the turbo on that thing. Holy smokes. So there's a couple turns coming up, but it's saying C1 outer loop, so you go left. A little drift if we can, while she scrapes the whole wall. Okay. So definitely the upgrades I put up in this car, all the level 1 upgrades have made this 10 times easier, because on this straight, this is where she smoked me every time. And I think we've got this in the bag, boys and girls. I do think we've got this in the bag. So now at this parking area, we've beat the 2 challengers. We've got our tires all sorted, and we're going to go back out into the highway. But yeah, that's Tokyo Xtreme Racer in a nutshell. It's so simple. It's not too much. It's just like an old style arcade game set on Japan's highways. The amount of car selection you have, car customization is probably up there with some of the better car customization we've seen in games as of recent, especially Forza Horizon 6. But if you're looking for something that's just low-key fun, not too much, and just something you can kind of sink your teeth into without having too much to grind for, I think this is really up the street. It's nice and simple. Car selection's great. They have unique cars that you wouldn't really see in other games at the minute, and I'm having a ton of fun on it. Now, saying that, I did say at the beginning that my own car, my own Japanese import, is in this game. So I think I'm going to bring another video of this game with the Toyota Crown and try and get it replicated the way my Toyota Crown is. Because you just have to. Whenever you see your car in a game like this, you just have to persevere and check it out and see what it's like, see what kind of customization there is. So look out for that video. I'm definitely going to do it, and we'll have at least another video coming up on Slide Media with Tokyo Xtreme Racer. But no, give it a try. If the game's on sale, it's definitely worth the money. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, boys and girls. This has been Truza, and do be sure to keep up with Slide Media and all the great things we're bringing to you. In a bit, in a bizzle.